Hi everyone, welcome to Wingcat Sports, and it's the weekly Red Wings breakdown. As always, Wings blow it, Wings suck. They ain't gonna do nothing. Even though mathematically they still have a chance, but they have to rely on other people. They've taken their hands out of the play to even control their own destiny. Um, and again, you blew your chances. You should have at least beat the Rangers this week. You beat the Flyers, which is what you were supposed to do. You lost to the Penguins, which made it more difficult to start the week. Beat the Flyers, which what we were supposed to do. Should have beat the Rangers and should have at least got a point yesterday against the Wild, but blew that. Patrick Kane, you are now not going to be a Red Wing after this year because you can't, play normal hockey. You're too old and now you cause penalties.
Yeah, I mean, like you were saying, he saved the season and lost the season in the same game. And yeah, I don't know if he could say he lost the season because I don't think they're going to win much after this. I don't think they're going to win against Columbus.
You
I don't think they're going to win against Philadelphia. I don't think they're going. I think this team is going to end up near the bottom of the East, and that's just very sad considering where they were at the beginning of February.
can't really end up at the
And
bottom. You'll end up.
well, I mean, they're going to end up near the bottom, not the bottom, but they're going to end up near the bottom. Um, and that's and I put 90% of it on the players, but and I think this team needs a house cleaning. I mean, I guess this is not the team I want to. I hope I see next year. I mean, I'm talking major revisions. I don't care if you bring up people from Grand Rapids.
Trade
I don't.
Larkin.
Rasmussen needs to be gone. Patrick Kane needs to be gone. Uh, these guys and probably a lot of other guys. I could care less. I don't know who's under contract for next year or who we can get rid
We're
of.
gonna end up getting some money. It's gonna be interesting. The big move definitely needs to happen, and
They're not going to make a big move.
but
Steve
again,
Eisenman doesn't make big moves. And another thing is nobody wants to come here. None of these guys want to play for us, so they're not coming here
because you can't play in March.
because you can't. Been a loser organization. You're not going to get any superstar to come here. None of them.
You got three games this week, all important if you do care enough to stay, but it doesn't seem like the players do. But if you do care enough to stay in the playoff race, Columbus and Philadelphia are the most important this week because they're both with you in a playoff race. You got to beat both of them. You're at the point where you have to win, which is always the point that we hit at this time of the year. I've said it before. The Wings like to lead you on to the last week and then just decide that that's enough. But Columbus and Philadelphia are your most important games if you care enough to stay in this playoff race, and then you have to beat New Jersey, who is a bottom team in the East. Um, to again keep yourself even probably alive within these last five games. You have to win out last five. You have to win out
And they're
basically
not
at this
going
point,
to.
and
I
you're not
bet you they
going to.
lose out the last five. I bet you they lose every game. They go 0-5. They end the season at an 0-7 drought. I would. That is far more likely than this team wins anything.
Let's say
They're
you.
not winning against Columbus, not winning against Philadelphia, not beating Tampa Bay, not beating Florida. Who's the other team they're playing?
That was about it. New Jersey. I don't know. Let's say New
They're not
Jersey.
beating New Jersey.
And here's the thing, like New Jersey is a bottom team. When you're looking at the standings overall, again, you're not out of it. It's just, you're in a situation where you're like, what's going on? 2 points behind Ottawa. Ottawa loses, you win, you're tied again. But you need Ottawa to lose now twice because they have a tiebreaker with you. Columbus, you have a tiebreaker with Columbus. If you beat them, you keep the tiebreaker. Washington, they're a point behind you. Again, they win, they're going to hop Ottawa. You're in this whole entire fight for this last wild card. Now you're not worried about Philly because Philly has 90. But that was enough to get them into the Metropolitan Division with a nice, fun series in the playoffs right now between Pittsburgh and Philly, which will be a fun series to watch if it
Yeah,
stays like
I'd
that.
love to watch it. Like I said, I'm excited for the NHL playoffs.
Islanders.
I don't want to see the Wings in it. They're a boring ass team of people who don't come to play.
They have it,
They're
and the
the
players have it.
wussiest team in the NHL for the last
I think
10 years.
I think
They're horrible.
I think yesterday's after game interview proved it really isn't the coaching or really Eiserman Foley on this. The players don't care.
They don't care.
The players do not care, and
You
that's
have
on them.
You have too many, as Todd McClellan says, you have too many jerseys on this team. Every team has their jerseys, players, but this team has.
They don't care. They've said it. They said it yesterday that they really don't care. It is what it is. We'll just win the next one.
You have DeBrincat, you have Sider, and everybody else is tradable on this team. Everybody else.
Raymond has not showed up. Raymond showed up this year.
Tradable.
Raymond has not showed up at the latter part here. He showed up at the beginning. He's around 80 points, but again, he has been ineffective.
You could trade Raymond
to his points he was a couple years ago,
and we can get some guys.
Someone will take him
and play and tough in front of the net. We have nobody who plays tough in front of the net, other than maybe James Van Riemsdyk.
Listen, right now you
have nobody who plays tough in front of the net.
Right now, though, you're sitting at 88 points. Right, your weakest opponent this week is the Devils at 83. They have just as many wins as you. They just have not lost in overtime as much.
You said we surpassed our point total from last year.
No.
What is our point total?
Oh, I gotta go back. Hold on.
I mean, I don't care, but you're
one win away from 2 years ago having the same amount of wins.
We're not going to do it.
You have surpassed your win total of last year and point total. You have one more win to match 2 years ago. Again, this is where I get this, like, is it Foley Eiserman's fault or is it the players? Because you have a team that has slowly, very slowly gotten better, but at the same time, you are missing the playoffs barely year by year.
Right. I don't blame Todd McClellan, but I think this is, well, let's say 80% players, 20% Eiserman, because he got these guys. This is his team.
And
this is the team he put together for Todd McClellan to try to coach a bunch of guys.
And they did well.
Like I said, too many, but they do well when the season is in the beginning and people are
halfway
calling
through.
a million penalties and they're not playing physical playoff hockey.
They played
once February hits, once mid-February hits.
Let's say the All-Star break
folds. It doesn't want to. It can't play the style of hockey you need to play.
I said once the All-Star break, again, it's been the past few years.
I don't care if they got a 20-game lead. If it's February 1st and they have a 20-game lead next year and they're in first place, they won't make the playoffs.
And
because they suck at playing this style of hockey unless they change their personnel.
My favorite thing to also see is people complain about the Falk trade now. You want Eiserman to do it.
Everybody begged for him. He was the number one defenseman. The number one defenseman in free agency.
Don't complain about it.
Because I think they have a good top four defensive pair.
They do. They just playing because he's hurt right now, day to day. People get hurt. But shut up. You want Eiserman to make a big trade. He makes a big trade, and now you complain he makes a big trade.
They don't score enough goals.
They don't.
They don't play physical at all.
Again, I've said
DeBrincat's your toughest player. He is your toughest guy.
Throughout the past week, right? I have said it over and over again. In your whole division, you have the lowest goals for, and also the lowest goals against outside Buffalo by 3. So you have had defense. You are playing well. Well, Tampa has a better one. If you go by goals against, you're sitting third place in the division. But for goals for, you're sitting last. You have no offense. It's the same thing.
What do the Rangers have for goals for?
We have the same goal differential as the New York Rangers. The worst team in the East. You have the same goal differential.
The only one that scored less than us really is New Jersey. Has put less goals in.
New Jersey has put less goals in.
Which is shocking considering they have Jack Hughes.
So you're off it. All these goal scorers who are supposed to score for you, Raymond, Larkin, DeBrincat, right? DeBrincat's done good this year. Larkin has about 30 goals this year. Raymond has not come out on the goal scoring standpoint this year that he's supposed to. You're supposed to have these young guys. Casper struggled this year. Finney came up. He made some moves up here and got some goals. But you're in general, You are struggling on the offensive side. It's not Talbot, it's not Gibson, and it's not your defense when you are playing well enough. Now, lately, again, you're giving up 5 goals a game, 5 to 4 goals a game, which is not helpful for you to win games. But neither is scoring 1 or 2 goals.
Right.
Like, it's not
Because I
good.
think you've had to kill John Gibson just to get to this point.
You
And
have.
I wouldn't. I'm just telling you, they're done. Don't. I would not be. John Gibson's. I guess he's got to play tomorrow night, but the rest of the
It's
way
gonna
out, it'd be a split. I wouldn't
Talbot,
even care what the games matter
and it's
or mean.
Talbot's last year.
Can't. You've already killed him. Actually, I'd let Talbot play the last 3 or 4 games.
It's Talbot's last year.
Right. Just let him
So
play.
Kosa should be up next year. For everyone claiming we need Kosa, he will be up. Like, you don't understand contract. He's not just going to come up to
But
come up.
what? Van Riemsdyk's gone.
Van
Perrault's
Riemsdyk,
gone.
Braun's gone. Kane's
Is
gone.
Mason Appleton gone?
Yes, Appleton will probably be
Appleton's
gone.
Rasmussen should be gone.
Rasmussen,
Kane
I
should
think,
be gone.
yes.
So you got 5 guys right there.
So let's look
And
at.
I would be replacing them with the only guys I would replace them if you can't hit, bang, play physical. I don't want you.
So
That should be the number one. Not even goals, but
Yeah.
the number one thing should be: can these guys beat the crap out of the other team? Can they check? Can they finish a check? Can they play physical, fight in the corner hockey?
But so looking
Get the
at
puck.
stat wise for the year, DeBrincat has 39 goals, Larkin has 30, Raymond has 25, which is all acceptable goal amounts. Issue comes when I'm looking lower. Why is Patrick Kane your 4th best scorer? And Van Riemsdyk, both sitting at 15.
Sad.
When that shouldn't be the case. Finney has 12, Compher has 11, Sider has 9, Kopp has 9, Evanson has 9, Casper has 8. He was almost a 20-goal scorer last year.
And I don't care what you say. Marco Casper is my second center. If they don't go out and get somebody better, Marco Casper is my
has the
second
potential.
line center next year. I don't give a crap. Is Andrew Kopp up? Is his contract up?
I think he still has a year or two.
Okay. He's a good, serviceable third line center. So you got that should be. I don't care.
Danielson probably will be up next
the
year.
guy bangs, he hits.
He led the team in hits. You probably will see.
Right.
Danielson up this year at some point, I would assume. But again, it just comes down to the fact that your offense isn't doing anything. They are not doing a single thing, and it sucks. It does suck. It is what it is. You can't fix it now. But in the off season, you have to figure out why. Why are we like this? Because again, I'll go 2 years ago, the year that you almost made the playoffs. You had 278 goals to 274 goals against. A +4. Where is this 278 goals that you had 2 years ago? Last year, you had 238 goals for. So you're under last year's amount currently.
Right.
And you're probably going to stay under last year's amount unless you have some offense show up. So your offense has slowly been declining, which has been your demise. It has not been your defense. Your defense has gotten better because from 2 years ago, you let up 274 goals. You're now down to 234 goals.
Right.
You are just struggling.
And I like our coaching staff. I don't have any problem with this. It is the players. For whatever reason, and I don't know what, I think McClellan is at his wit's end. I think he's given up and just said, hey, I can't get through these guys. Get me some guys who actually want to play.
I mean, he called them out. He said it. He said, I can't. He basically said these players don't care. They don't want to play.
And when your coach says that, maybe they're pissed off at him and say, hey, that's their response. Instead of the response of, hey, I'm going to show them I do care. Their response is basically, well, fuck him. Well, I shouldn't say that. Sorry, but I don't know. It's
players
inexplicable
don't care.
To me. You get paid all this money. I don't really give a crap if you like your coach or not, or you like your GM. Your job is to go out there and play hard. You get paid millions of dollars to do that. You're a privileged person. Just go play hard. That's all you have to do. And half the forwards on this team don't show up. I like Johansson. I mean, I don't know what to say. I think that guy on defense, but they re-signed Bernard Docker, so they're going to use him. He's coming back next year.
Young guy that they're going to
So
try and
that's
get
your
up.
defense, really, because they're not getting rid of Johansson. Really, the 6 guys you see, that's your defense for next year. So I would think they're not going to trade for Quinn Hughes or try to sign him. Do you think they're going to?
They might, because
what will they do with him?
Put him
You're
on
going to have
defense.
Bernard Docker as your 7th defenseman?
I think it's a 2-way contract. He'll be in.
All right. Well,
Grand
like I said,
Rapids.
if you're talking, that's the guy everyone is pointing at. He's a Michigan native, and they're saying we're going to Quinn Hughes. Non-physical, but he makes up for it because he's a hell of a offensive threat and hell of an offensive, a great guy to have on the power play. You get a guy like that with the Brinkett and Raymond, and I'm hoping Raymond has a bounce back year.
So let's look at our unrestricted free agents just before we go. It's been a long video, but just so you have an idea. Perron, free agent.
Gone.
Kane.
Gone.
Talbot.
Gone.
Gustafson.
Gone.
Evanson probably will get signed.
If you could trade him, I don't care. If you could get somebody good for him, I don't care. But yeah, he'll probably be re-signed.
Evanson is a good pair with your second. Well, first, because he's with Sider. Kosa probably will get a contract.
Yeah, unless they like Augustine and they'd say, "Hey, we don't have."
Augustine still has about 3-4 years.
I don't know. That's not really true. But go ahead.
Hamonic gone. Riemsdyk
gone.
And then that's somebody in the minors. Duchette, Lombardi, yeah. Wallander, Mazur. Again, now a bunch of, minor league guys. But again, you're freeing up a lot of space because Perron's, well, that don't matter. But Kane,
think about how sad it is that what is it, Daniel Shine?
Yeah,
that he's the guy everyone gets excited about when he comes up.
And he's in his 30s.
Guy's in his 30s, just scored his first NHL goal, but because he actually throws a check once in a while, and we'll get into a fight now and then, people are excited about him because that's how pathetic our other freaking forwards on this team are in the physical department.
But so you have allowed yourself to free up a lot of space.
Yeah.
Now, again...
And I'm not talking about getting superstars here. I'm talking about, like I said, go out and get a guy like Gudas, who's old, but so I don't want him, but I want a guy like him. A guy who beats the crap out of people. Go out and get these guys.
Again, looking at it, who do you want to go after? Who do you not want to go after? The Panthers are going to be on a new goalie, most likely. It looks like Bobrovsky will be a free agent this year, and he's old.
We're setting goal.
I'm saying the Panthers will have a new one. I'm not saying we're going to sign Bobrovsky. God dang it. But in general, right, who you... I don't think you're going to sign Trouba.
Patrick Lane.
Well, yeah, because you said, let's get toughness and then put Patrick Lane up there.
He's a tough guy, isn't he?
No.
He bangs. I thought.
No,
he scores.
He does score. He wants goal score. You want somebody who hits. That's not the guy.
I don't know how to even just see who are the guys that hit anymore. I mean,
nobody. It's not a hitting league as much anymore.
Well, I mean, but that's you look at Florida. I debate that.
Well, I mean, but in general. But again, there's some guys you could look at, some guys you can't. But in general, it's going to be interesting what Yzerman wants to do as money frees up. Could he go after Hughes? Could he go after Cale Makar, who's a free agent?
No.
Probably not.
Isn't Quinn Hughes a free agent or no?
I believe so. I don't see him, though.
Maybe Minnesota signed him to a long-term deal.
No, he's somewhere up here. It's just whatever money he's making. His last one.
Makes me vomit.
But again, it's just figuring out. It's just figuring out what you fully want to do, what you want to deal with. Because again, it's just people wanting to actually play. If we're gonna sign people and they're gonna follow the trend of March is whatever month, then who cares? At this point, why should we care if no one's trying?
Right. Logan Stanley.
This is your defenseman. But
Right.
again, why should we care? Why should we care? But we'll end it here. If you like your signal, like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think about, the Red Wings and their chances for the rest of the year should be slim to none. But we'll see what ends up happening. If you like, comment, subscribe. Until next time. See you, everyone.